Little stinker. Yep. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Kristen Walton, and today we're going to be talking about pampering and self-care and how it can be great for your health. Believe it or not, pampering and self-care is a very important aspect of stress management. For me personally, I find it really difficult to handle those everyday stresses and not so everyday stresses when I'm depleted emotionally and physically. And by doing something special for myself, whether it's an at-home facial, a bubble bath, or cuddling up with a tea and a good book, it just does something to revitalize myself inside and out. And pampering and self-care actually have many benefits. It can help improve physical health. It can trigger something called the relaxation response. The relaxation response is actually the off switch to your body's tendency for fight or flight. The relaxation response can help prevent chronic disease from damaging your health. It can help improve your emotional health. By doing something special for yourself, you are reminding yourself that your needs are important too. It can help make you feel good about yourself. It is a reminder that you are important and that it also helps contribute to overall feelings of well-being. Also, self-care makes you a better caregiver. When we only care for others and start to neglect our own needs, guess what happens? Burnout, and that is not a great place to be, and it can also be dangerous to our health. So taking the time for self-care can revitalize, refresh, and re-energize ourselves to help us become better caregivers. There are several ways to pamper or offer self-care to ourselves and can be as individual as you are. But here are some tips and strategies that you might want to incorporate. Don't forget to breathe. That sounds obvious, but I'm talking about deep breathing. Try taking a deep breath through your nose, holding, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Do that several times, and to me, I find that it is so relaxing and I'm able to feel better. I feel less anxious and it helps me focus. Schedule that downtime. They say it takes 28 days to make a habit, and this is really important. You have to take time for yourself, and when we are living really busy lifestyles, you just have to find that time and schedule it in. Write it in and write it in with ink. When you're pampering, remind yourself why you're worth it. It could be that you want to be healthy for your family. It could be that you need to be on top of your game for your job. It could be that you have a young infant that you have to care for. Remember, you are worth it, and you are worthy of pampering and self-care. Practice gratitude every day. What I tend to do is before I even get out of bed, I lay there with my eyes closed and I think of 5 things that I'm grateful for. They could be little things, they could be big things. And what often ends up happening is I go well and beyond those 5 things. By doing that, I'm really getting deep down into myself to know what I'm really grateful for and happy about. And what this does to me is I feel this sense of peace afterwards, especially when I'm feeling anxious. I do have anxiety, I do have depression, and I find that practicing gratefulness really does help. And besides, it's a really great way to start your day. If you are not already in the practice of self-care and pampering, start slow. Don't make huge steps into incorporating this into your life. It could be as little as 10 to 15 minutes once a week. And when you have a really busy, hectic lifestyle, looking at your schedule and trying to find a 10 or 15 minute window might stress you out even more. So just take it slow. Try 10 to 15 minutes once a week, and trust me, it just does wonders. What to do? It really is as individual as you are. Self-care and pampering can look like a walk outside. It could be finding your favorite spot outside, sitting down and just absorbing nature, listening to the sound, smelling the scents outside, just experiencing nature as a whole can be very relaxing. It could be finding your favorite spot to cuddle up and read a book with a cup of tea, coffee, wine, beer, whatever's good for you. Have a bubble bath, go for a massage, go get a facial, or even do one at home. Get out your favorite face mask and just relax. Put on a favorite show, put on a favorite movie. Deep condition your hair, take care of your feet, give yourself a manicure. You could meditate or learn how to, or you could practice yoga. These are just a few ideas for you, but it's really important for you to figure out what works best for you. As a person with anxiety and depression, self-care and pampering has been a really important aspect for me to include in my life as often as I can, especially on those days where I'm feeling like there's a downward spiral coming or that the darkness is kind of creeping in. That's when I know that I really need to start taking better care of myself. Anxiety and depression is not a fun place to be in. It affects my life in absolutely every aspect. To be in a place of near despair is hard. It's hard getting out of that, and I've been successful doing that, and therapy is one thing for me that works, but also I have to work on myself, and I have to make sure that I'm telling myself that I'm worth it, because as a part of depression, you know, feeling worthy is hard to grasp. And by reminding myself every single time that I wash my face, every single time that I use a luxury product, every single time that I use a drugstore product, every time that I'm using something that is considered pampering, whether it's washing my face, giving myself a facial, exfoliating, a nice shampoo, a hair mask, all of those things to me is pampering and self-care. I love reading. I love curling up with a tea and a blanket and a book and just losing myself in a story that, you know, it takes me out of my life for an hour or 2 or 15 minutes, however long that I'm able to sit down and read and concentrate on something. Also, practicing gratefulness is really, really great for me. Practicing mindfulness. You know, when I wake up in the morning and if it's not a good day, I'll say to myself, it's not a good day yet. And I add yet to the end of my sentences because I just have to have that growth mindset, because if I don't, the spiral is real and it happens, you know, sometimes pretty fast. But I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share why this video is important to me, because self-care and pampering isn't selfish. It is important. You need to be able to take care of yourself so that you can be a better self for others, especially if you are a caregiver, whether you're looking after an ailing parent or your kids, your spouse, your partner. You need to be in a good place because you send off vibes into the world, you know what I mean? I know Kevin's able to tell when I'm not in a good mood because I set off like a really bad vibe, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to put off bad vibes. I want to put out only positive vibes, but that's not real life. There's negativity in positivity, but I like to think that there's more positivity out there to outweigh that negativity. Anyways, this is it. This is the video, and why self-care and pampering can be a great and amazing benefit and aspect to mental, emotional, and physical health. Well, I think that's all I have for you. So please stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on filming. Bye, everyone.